Whoa.
Real fajitas are all about the meat.
And today we're smoking steak and making homemade tortillas from scratch.
But is this gonna be the best fajita we've ever had?
Welcome back to Mr. H and Friends. I am David. This is Nikita. And this little senorita is Alyssa. And today we're going to be making steak fajitas. I can't bloody wait.
No, we loved the chicken fajitas when we made them, but today we're doing a bit of a twist because we are going to be taking this steak and smoking it, because apparently there's a lot of fusions between smoked meats, Tex-Mex food, and that's where fajitas come into their own. Right, let's tend to this meat. So we are going to mix up a marinade. So first up, we've got some olive oil, and then in here we've got some soy sauce and Worcestershire sauce.
What's your sister sauce?
And also for some spices and seasonings, we've got salt, pepper, paprika, and cumin. Now apparently fajitas were quite a Tex-Mex ranch cooking food, and it was about making kind of tough cuts of meat that you could actually cook them quite nicely and make a delicious meal. So we've got some fairly cheap, inexpensive steak here. So we're hoping by marinating it, then smoking it for a little bit, we're going to end up with some really good flavour and some tender bits of meat.
Nikita does have clean hands before you start typing.
Hang on a minute. It won't be Tex-Mex if we don't include some lime. I forgot about the lime. So we need the juice of 4 limes. So I think it is the acidity in the lime that's going to help to tenderize these steaks. I've got to say, this juicer is brilliant.
Good bit of kit, KitchenAid, Mel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now this is smelling a bit more like Tex-Mex. So we're going to let them marinate in the refrigerator for at least 4 hours.
So our steaks have been marinating for 5 hours. We're running about 250 degrees Fahrenheit. So what we need to do now is pat these dry, but not like bone dry, but just take like the excess off. I'm using oak wood, a water pan. We're going to cook these until they're about 125 degrees Fahrenheit internal. And we're going to be running the Franklin between 225 degrees and 275 degrees Fahrenheit until we achieve that internal temperature.
Right, time to make the tortillas. I have got some flour, some baking powder and some salt, and I've just given that a good old whisk. Next up, I've got 1/4 cup of fat. So the fat I'm using today, I'm going to be using lard because I believe that is what you traditionally use when you're making tortillas. Next up, I'm going to add in a bit of warm water and bring this all together. Okay, I'm just going to cover this and let it rest for about 30 minutes before I make those tortillas on the tortilla press that Alan and Erin kindly sent us, which I cannot wait to use, but I'm a little bit scared of because it's heavy, it's going to be hot, and I'm probably going to burn myself.
Okay, this is the bit I'm looking forward to. I'm not quite going to get all the pieces on, but we're looking good. Now I expect you guys are wondering what cut of meat this is. Now this is our UK equivalent to skirt steak. And you can see this is getting a lovely sear already. So as you can see, these are quite thin steaks, but I think next time we should go to the butcher and get proper like thick steak. If you agree, let us know in the comments below. Now the whole point of this is just to sear. Nothing else, just to get a nice sear. Oh, now I know you can't smell this at home, but these steaks, before I chuck them on here, they smell really beautiful and smoky. Really like. And I can still smell the smoke and a little bit of char, which is exactly what we want. Apart from my Franklin smoker, this has got to be up there as one of my favourite toys. So these onions are going to cook down beautifully in all that lovely and beautiful steak juices. Whoa! Okay.
Right, Alyssa is over here having had a yogurt and looking quite messy, but she thoroughly enjoyed it. She will not be having any fajitas because although she's got those gnashes, I'm not sure whether they're bite through steak just yet. So, you want to start us off, darling?
Oh, wow, look at those.
Yeah?
Oh, thank you, darling.
I just want to say a massive thank you to Alan and Erin who sent us the tortilla presser. That was fun to use even though I came off with one injury. Fudge. It's hot. But thank you so much. It was great fun, wasn't it? And these look quite good.
Right, let's get stuck in.
Yeah, I want to be sour cream.
We had leftover cowboy caviar and we thought that would be a great accompaniment rather than making another salsa. So let us know, do you actually have cowboy caviar with your fajitas? I did read that this was a thing and not just something I made up, so let us know.
I want 2 slices of beef.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Oh, she's gone in. What's the verdict, darling?
10.
Oh, a 10.
A 10, Daddy. So what does it taste like, Poppet?
Yummy.
Yummy. Oh, yeah. I can really taste the smoke on that.
Oh.
Bloody lovely. And I got to say, the tortillas you made are bloody lovely.
Taste does take me back to Texas and having some of those tacos and tortillas that we had in the soft flour tortillas. They just tasted good. I am going to do one thing because I really want to taste some of this steak. Oh, you can really taste the smoke. You can really taste some of that lime coming through as well. You want to try a bit?
No. I'm kind of at a loss for words, actually.
That is really nicely seasoned.
I feel like I need to take a moment and just like appreciate the flavours that's going on in there. Is there any more tortillas? We're definitely going to have another one.
I think it all worked really fantastically. The way that beef is giving you the smokiness, like I didn't realise the steak could get that nice and smoky, but also be so Tex-Mex-y.
I didn't quite know what to say. I'm always like speechless. I'm like,
Okay, so I'm going to kick off a rating and I am going to go... I'm going to go for a 9 out of 10, and I think it's really flavourful. The tastes are there. The only reason... Exactly. I did a 9. I'm sorry, Alyssa. But the only reason I'm not doing a 10 is because I want to see what a 10 would be like if we had thicker cuts of steak and how much better that might be or might not be. But it is really, really good.
for me, I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. And the only reason I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 and not a 10 out of 10 is because we went to Texas, we went to San Antonio, we went to Riverwalk, and we went to Rita's. And I actually had beef fajitas there, and they were outstanding. Without a doubt, 10 out of 10. They're not quite there, but they're pretty bloody close. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, then give it a like. Give it a subscribe because we've gone full time on YouTube and we would really appreciate your support. And all that leaves this little British family to say is...
Take care.
God bless.
And see you on the next video.